got to be like, wait, no, make sure you listen for the New Year's stuff at the end. I'm trying to save on power and keep the house at like 68, 69 all day, all night. The wife is not happy. Seriously, you guys might need to send the National Guard sometime soon. So, yeah.
Battling over the heat. What's your temperature? I don't even know. It's cold there, isn't it?
40s and 50s most of the time during winter. You know, I mean, it gets, you got to run the heat, but it's not like freezing. It's not like, it doesn't take a lot to keep the house at 68.
Blankets and sweaters, man.
That's what I'm saying. Blankets and sweaters are free. And then it's like I bought this electric blanket years ago, and the electric blanket uses less power than the electric heater we got, and the electric blanket applies direct heat. And I'm always like, why are you huddled around a space heater when you can be underneath an electric blanket?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It's about as fucking dumb as whatever Warner Brothers is trying to do with Batman. No, I really don't understand what's going on, because first off, good morning, everybody, and welcome to a very special New Year's Eve episode of LRMornings today with Kyle and
Brian.
And here's some things. They talk about the multiverse. Got it, tracking. They're like, there's two Batmans. There's the old Batman in the Flash. There's Batfleck. There's who Batfleck, I guess, is Keaton's Batman, maybe? I don't know. It's confused. I don't understand it. And then they're like, the other Batman is Pattinson's. And so, what the fuck?
And don't forget, we maybe not Batman, but we do have a Bruce Wayne in Joker. The movie. Yeah. I mean, when you start adding up the film versions of that character, I truly, with all the sort of talk this week as far as the future of DC and Warner Brothers, how many projects they're trying to push out, and after seeing the most recent film, Wonder Woman 84, I have no clue what it is they're trying to do at this moment, as far as storytelling is concerned.
And Brian, please tell everybody what your comic book company of choice is.
Oh, DC. I'm a DC guy. What?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm hoping they'll get it together. I mean, that's because if you're going to do that many projects, clearly you're going to be spending a lot of money. Therefore, you would assume that they expect to, get a return on that. So, I guess I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, neither do I. And something else that a lot of people have been bringing up is that Wonder Woman 84 basically either one of two things. Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84 happen on their own. They are their own thing. It just so happens in the multiverse setting that one picture that connected Diana to Batman v Superman or whatever. That happened in both of their universes, but none of the shit that you see Wonder Woman do in Wonder Woman 84 does she do in BVS or Justice League, which would have been a big fucking help.
Yeah, see, my problem with this isn't so if they want to have every film be it's in a separate universe, fine. I'm okay with that. Or if they want them all interconnected, that's fine as well. My concern is, and I'm pretty confident in this opinion I'm about to say, I don't think they know. I don't think they've decided. I think
they don't know what's in what universe.
Exactly.
They just know they have a multiverse.
I think they haven't completely sat down and mapped out and said, okay, this is what this is. And with Wonder Woman 84, I don't really think they thought it through as far as, okay, where this fits in. We'll worry about it later. And that's my problem. Yeah. I don't think there's any long-term story planning. And look at what they've done. Clearly there isn't. And then you have the Snyder Cut, now coming, and how does that fit into everything? What if it's a huge success? Maybe it will be. Where do we go from there? And maybe that's why they made Wonder Woman the way they did, because I don't know. Because I still feel, remember back, it was supposed to be Flashpoint or whatever was rumored to be happening. Right. And if Flashpoint had happened, then this movie makes more sense. But yeah. Flashpoint didn't happen.
Not yet. Yeah. This Wonder Woman 84 feels so just not just disconnected from its own universe, but disconnected from other iterations of the character that we are led to believe that Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is DCEU Prime. Earth 1, I think, is what Hamada called it. All's not well in Warner Brother land and DC land. You and I had a conversation months ago that DC was having some real big shakeups from the bottom up, and really looking, it's hilarious because Jeff Johns' name was all over fucking Wonder Woman's movie during the opening credits. Walter Hamada took some flack from fucking Ray Fisher. Fisher basically said he has no interest in being part of any Warner Brothers movie so long as the DC boss is associated with it. What the fuck happened on the set of Justice League?
I don't think we'll ever really know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they were looking to work with him anyways, to be completely honest, going forward. I mean, I don't know. Mm-mm. But yeah, it's crazy. Well, that's what's so insane about all this. On the one hand, you say, yeah, it seems like there's all this drama and this conflict. Where there's stories about, them cutting down the comic line. Still, those stories are surfacing. But then on the flip side, they're like, no, we're making, we're going to make 50 movies in the next 10 years,
yeah.
So it's like, well, they are throwing money behind the brand. We'll just, we'll see how it all pans out.
They've done this before where they greenlit a whole shit ton of movies. We're going to do it. It was back in like 2014, 15. They were just like movie after movie after movie. We're going to be doing this, that. And some of it was going to be DCEU. Some of it wasn't. Even back then they were talking Elseworlds type stuff. And then it took until 2019 to fucking do it. It's all so fucking weird again.
Well, it's all over the place because, okay, Joker financially hit. Aquaman financially hit. Birds of Prey, not so much. Now, I don't know if it lost money or not. I honestly don't know. I never looked into it. But I don't think it did great. Wonder Woman, they can sort of, because of COVID, most movies for the next year can sort of say, it was COVID. So they're not going to have to really do well in, say, in other words, they can lose money and it not be as big of a deal for that reason. And they went ahead and greenlit a third one, but going forward,
too quickly.
What happens? Okay, Suicide Squad, similar situation. It's coming out during COVID. Batman was pushed far enough. I think Batman's pretty safe as far as box office making money. I don't know about anything after that.
I don't know. Let's see here. This movie, Birds of Prey. I know it made 201 worldwide. I don't see the budget. I'm looking at the 82 million budget. So 201 worldwide. It broke even. Maybe made a few dollars. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it though. not much. and people reacting to Wonder Woman doing better than Tenet. I still don't know that's indicative of it being good, because like Cam and I were talking off air, there was such a huge drop in the Chinese market for Wonder Woman. Like an 80-90% drop. Yeah. And so you can say Jammer can pretend all he wants that a 62 critic score on Rotten Tomatoes is not divisive. That's divisive. That's it's now down to 61% on Wonder Woman and 73% for the audience rating. So you have over a third, nearly 40%, right, of people on the critic side saying this is a garbage movie. And then you have over a quarter of the audience saying that this is a garbage movie. And that's just the people that actually go on to rate things. You and I used to go see movies in groups of like 4, 5, 6, friends, family, wife. But only one of us might leave a review, but we all shared that point of view. Brian, please tell me you think fast tracking, not green lighting, but fast tracking Wonder Woman 3 is a mistake.
Depends. Now, look at it from a business point of view.
That's what I'm trying to do.
But look at it how they're trying to spin the narrative. So you got to understand the full. Hey guys, because if you looked at all the headlines, Wonder Woman was a hit this weekend. Huge hit. Double Tenet's number. What was some of the headlines? Biggest box office opening during the pandemic. And because it was such a hit, we greenlit the third one. We're going to bring the team back. So that's the initial thing. Now think about this too. They could always backtrack on this down the line.
They could.
Patty Jenkins, we know, is occupied. She's got a couple projects in the works. She's supposedly working on that Cleopatra film. We know she's doing a Star Wars film. She's
for 2023. So how fast tracked could Wonder Woman be? 2024.
I don't know exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's busy right now. I think so.
And is 2024 considered fast track?
So
do you think they would dare try to get something out in 22? There's no way. She's got to make Rogue Squadron.
They haven't even written it. So I don't see how that's possible.
No. Apparently, she at least has the story in her mind or written down for her to tell Chris Pine, who you and I both joked one day would be Wedge Antilles in Rogue Squadron. But I'll tell you what, dude. After finding out she had writing on 84 horror, and that she's at least got a story in mind, regardless of who they hire as a writer, she's going to be involved now. based on what Chris Pine said in an interview, I'm worried about Rogue Squadron, and I stand by this. Rogue Squadron is the most important Star Wars movie since The Last Jedi. Really, it is.
It's important if the movie fails, they're done with the movies. They'll stick to Disney Plus. So yes, in that way, yeah, absolutely. As far as the theatrical film future of Star Wars, everything is riding on this movie. I would agree with that. Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little bit worried about it, honestly. I am.
Well, she didn't. It just all depends on her involved. So she did Monster. I think it's a fine film. She did the first Wonder Woman. I enjoyed it quite a bit. She didn't write Wonder Woman at all.
No,
she did co-write this. Maybe there's
and this has so much travel time and wasted time of watching people move from point A to point B. Anyways, go ahead.
Maybe there's something to that. Maybe it, I don't think she's pinning Rogue Squadron complete. I don't think she is.
I hope not. I really, 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 really hope not.
One of the co-writers of Wonder Woman 84 is also the guy that did who's working on Shang-Chi. He's writing that.
Excuse me. Nice.
There you go.
That's cool. There you go. We'll see how that has to turn out.
I just thought it was interesting. I was looking at his credits because I know Jeff Johns and I know Patty Jenkins, but I guess Callahan or something, the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking at. He has a lot of cool credits, but
John's got a writing credit on 84?
Yes, he did.
Ooh. So it's almost like the only people left doing DC shit is Jim Lee and Jeff Johns.
That's it. Look, John, I've praised Johns in
and
the
I
past.
mean DC shit as in overall. But anyways,
when it comes to comics, I love Jeff Johns. Even television. Yeah. A lot of the episodes he's pinned in television is good. But when it comes to film, the guy can't hack it. Look, I think he was involved with the story of the Green Lantern film. Obviously this film. Look, Jeff Johns, for whatever reason, when it comes to film scripts, not for him. Not something he should be doing, in my opinion. And I love his comics. He's one of my favorite. He's like one of my top 5 favorite comic writers of all time.
Yeah,
he's high up there for me. But when it comes to film, man, I don't know.
No, like I said, maybe he's psyching himself out or something like that when he sits down to write a movie script versus a comic or TV script. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh God. I'm saying 345 critics, 61% fresh. Like, just it's not certified fresh. It's to me that's not a score that screams happiness. And business wise, yeah, they've got the spin, but do they actually make any money off of this? And Brian, here's something that they're missing out on. This movie is leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. So regardless of the spin, will anyone want to see a third one?
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, they're gonna make it at some point, whether Patty Jenkins does it or not. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that it matters, and that's probably their calculation. It probably just doesn't matter. With every hit they've had a somewhat of a failure or something that didn't do great, and so they're, like I said, as long as they're breaking even most of the time and making a little money here and there, I don't think Warner Brothers cares. Now, I don't know how you measure, and that's not just for Wonder Woman. It's going to be every movie for this year. Even Black Widow is going to be in this similar boat.
Yes.
How do you measure success right now with a film?
I've been asking.
Yeah, because how? Because the movie's going to take a loss, probably. How do you measure success?
And people are like, oh, you base it off of what happened with Tenet. Well, no, you can't really, because different places are open in different amounts, and different theater chains have closed and things like that.
What? How many theaters will be open in May?
Well, not only that, but also people themselves. And again, I bring back to the fact that very, very quickly after the embargo was lifted, all of the trades, which this might get me in trouble with some of my fellows, but some critics, they pander like motherfuckers. You guys got no fucking spines. You will tear a movie to shreds through editing and pacing and writing and dialogue and this, that, and the other. And then in the very, very end, because it deals with somebody of a protected class, you'll give it an A or B plus and say, I still really, really enjoyed it. How do you enjoy something if it's poorly written, poorly edited, poorly paced? I just don't. Whatever. I'm done with the issue.
I look at this movie. I did not like one. I haven't officially. I didn't like the movie. I watched it. I had to take a break in the middle, which I typically don't do with a film.
Yeah, that's bad.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I had a lot of issues with it. I thought it was way too long. A lot of plot holes. Actually, a lot of the plot holes didn't affect me as I was watching it. It was later, thinking about it, where that started to bother me. I did not like. I thought the first 20 minutes was a waste. Could have been used for something else. There were too many MacGuffins. I mean, the armor, the way that was shoehorned into the film was just annoying.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal did his damnedest. He acted his ass off. He had several great scenes.
Ewan McGregor of this movie.
He did what he could do with the part, and he had a few legitimately decent scenes. The problem is, I as a fan of even the character Maxwell Lord, that was not Maxwell Lord. It's just name only. Cheetah was a wasted opportunity. They could have done a lot more with her. Kristen Wiig was okay. I thought she was better up front for me. As it went on, I didn't like it. Gal Gadot and Chris Pine, look, they have chemistry together. The scenes they're in together are fine. I thought it was okay. I think he was a wasted opportunity as well as a character. And I didn't like the third act. I just really didn't care for it. So all in all, I'd have no intention of watching that movie again. But then on the other hand, I know some people who liked the movie, watched it a couple times. And it's like, look, I thought of it like the show Gotham. And if there's any Gotham fans, I'm sorry, but I did not like Gotham. I despised it, in fact. To me, it could have been way better. And I gave it several shots, and I just didn't like it. But clearly somebody liked it because they had 5 seasons, 100 episodes. It has its fan base. Good for them. Enjoy. But for me, I ignore it. I go about my business. And it'll be that way with this Wonder Woman film. Right now, I'm just thinking about, like you said, Rogue Squadron and Patty Jenkins. I'm like, well, she's done good things, so I can't build everything around this one film.
Yeah. But like I said, it's just because of the writing thing, and then all of the emotional stuff, and I'm like, oh god, I don't need an emotional Rogue. Like, yes, Rogue Squadron's an emotional story, but it's not that type of emotional story, I don't know. Anyways, something interesting came across my Twitter feed a couple days ago. It's already been in the news. It's no big news that Spider-Man has been hinted at getting a new suit for the comic books in 2021. And it was finally revealed, ladies and gentlemen, in the nice picture provided in the thumbnail, as well as one of the links in the article at LRMonline.com for this podcast. That motherfucking suit looks like some Taskmaster shit, Brian.
Yeah. It's funny. You texted me, have you seen the new suit? And you were like, it looks like Taskmaster suit. And I looked it up and I saw it. And I read, like you said, a lot of people are running the story. I have heard no one bring that up outside of you so far. And I did some side-by-side comparisons. And look, it's 100% the color scheme. There's no question about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the question?
Why?
Because when you really look at it, look, it's not the greatest design in my opinion, the Spider-Man costume. So you say, well, okay, what the hell's the point of this? It is a big deal. They're promoting this as a major, storyline. He's getting a new costume. It's on the covers. I think it's March, April. This all happens.
Mm-hmm.
But why those colors? And
yeah, and it looks like it's got tech on it because it's lit up for first off, and yeah, Spidey's been known to tech up his own his sorry guys he's been known to be able to tech up his own suits, but we also know Taskmaster is very techy. This is not just any gray, not just any blue, not just any orange, not just any white. This is and the head has black skull like eye sockets with eye lights in it, like a skull, like Taskmaster's face. So, Brian, I have a theory that it's a demon, a dancing demon. No, something's not right there. There. Where am I at? Come on, Brian, you're supposed to get that one, bud.
I missed it.
Shit. It's fucking Buffy, the goddamn musical episode.
That shit in 20 years.
Anyways, yeah, fuck you. Anyways, I've got two theories. The theory number one, that is Taskmaster, and he's incapacitated Spidey, and we're gonna get some other version of Superior Spider-Man, right? With Taskmaster going out and saying, "I can do this better than Peter can, or Miles can, for that matter, whatever the case may be." And then my other theory is that for some reason, good or bad, Peter's got to work with Taskmaster, and this suit not only ensures Peter does the job, but will actually be needed for the job. Like, it'll have some tech or something needed for the job. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think the suit means? Not necessarily my Taskmaster theory, but if you agree with that, what do you think that means?
I'm not currently reading, so I don't know where the story's at, or even where Taskmaster is at this point. But I 100% agree that color scheme and that design is intentional, I think. And looking at the timing of, the Black Widow films around the corner, to me, it all syncs up. I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
And so
Spider-Man PS4 had Taskmaster as a villain. Avengers video game had Taskmaster as a villain, and then the Black Widow's going to have Taskmaster as a villain. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you're right. Now, exactly like you said, how he fits in, I don't know. Is he in fact wearing the suit, or is he working with Peter? That I'm not sure at all. I don't really have a good theory for that. I was trying to think about his build, physically, but they could change that, so it's not that important.
He wears armor most of the time, anyways. And
but I think you're right, man. And like I said, so far I haven't seen anyone else bring this up. Yeah, you need to post that and timestamp it because come March, you may be able to say, look, I told you.
Told you so. I can't be the only one to see. You just don't pick it's Spider-Man, and every suit he has a purpose, and usually if the colors are different, there's a specific purpose, whether it's stealth or the lighting or color scheme's going to denote something like some power that the suit has. But usually he doesn't stray from blue and red very often. Your trim, your webbing, your lighting stuff might change, but there's no red here. It's
and
Taskmaster colors.
And like I said earlier, the design isn't the greatest. Those colors clash like all hell, really, when you look at the way they're doing it. So my thought is, well, that's why they have to be doing it for a reason. Look, I don't see, unless it's just one hell of a coincidence, I don't see that. I think it's on purpose, and I do think it's connected to Taskmaster in some way.
Yeah. If we're wrong, those of you out there reading Spider-Man right now, and yes, we both indeed have not taken the time to look up what's been going on to see if Taskmaster's, but there's still months before these books hit. So even though Taskmaster might not be involved in Spider-Man right now in any way, doesn't mean that he's not going to be involved in January or February. And I'm calling it now. I'm gonna say he's working with/for Taskmaster. I could almost see them doing like a Teen Titans Slade Robin type thing where Peter kind of goes under the dark side for a purpose, but kind of gets caught up in it. Maybe, I don't know. What if Taskmaster is involved, Brian? What type of story would you like to see? Free reign. What would be your dream?
A team up
Spider-Man Taskmaster story.
For me, team up would be interesting. Like some reason they're working together, and maybe not only is Taskmaster, he can obviously mimic Spider-Man, but maybe Spider-Man's picking up some things from him. Maybe the suit is, Taskmaster makes the suit and is like, So, I think a team up would be pretty cool.
Definitely. And it's not going to be one of those trustworthy ones. Like I said, I think Taskmaster's like, this suit has special tech to help with the job, but it's also going to make Spidey comply, like it locks on to him, and if he doesn't complete the task within a certain amount of time, it blows up or some shit like that's going to happen. I can see. I don't see the suit being around for more than a few issues, more than an arc.
Till Black Widow comes out.
Till Black Widow comes out. But yeah, I'm glad I sent out a tweet. And you can verify we had a conversation about it with text. So I called it first, people, yesterday early, like as soon as I saw the image, because Taskmaster's like that's my bad guy. Like I've been dying to see two villains brought to life ever since. X-Men, basically, ever since we started getting the serious, more serious superhero films, and I got one last year, Mysterio, and the other's Taskmaster. He's just so cool, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm looking at. Look, now after Wonder Woman, it's like, look, I need a good comic book movie. Can Black Widow come out, please? I swear, if Black Widow is not good, I'm going to be very, very bitter.
I have no doubt Black Widow will be is it going to be an A+? No, I expect it to be A minus B plus movie. That's what I'm expecting from Black Widow. I expect to be thoroughly pleased. I think I usually say like Captain Marvel's like a B minus or like a solid C plus. Like it's watchable if it's on. You know, yeah.
For me.
And I think Black Widow will probably be in that A minus B plus range.
Hope so. I'm excited. I love spy stuff. I love James Bond. I love all that kind of shit. And so this looks like that. So looking forward to
plus it. Some Thunderbolt pre set up and maybe some Cap Falcon Winter Soldier set up.
I forgot we got WandaVision coming up here in a couple of weeks.
We do have WandaVision in just a couple of weeks, and today, right now, as a matter of fact, once the wife's probably already angry that I'm not downstairs ready to watch. Oh no, wait, we have to wait until the kid goes to quiet time. Anyway, Sabrina season 4 hit today, and tomorrow, dude, fucking Cobra Kai season 3, fucking stoked. Yeah. Have you watched season 1 and 2?
I haven't watched season 2. I know how it ends, though. I do know the big spoiler.
Okay, well, yeah, obviously you've seen the trailer for season 3. Yeah, but did you like season 1?
I did, man. It's good. It's good.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Between now and tomorrow, if you want to check out our podcast channel, if you missed out on season 2 like Brian did, you can find LRM's No Mercy season 2 recap episode up wherever you get podcasts from Spotify to Google, SoundCloud. LRM's No Mercy podcast. It's me, Manny, and Christine, and it's all Cobra Kai. Brian did the intro. It's pretty fucking badass, and so you can check it out.
I forgot I did that.
Yeah, and Brian, you can check out the season 2 recap yourself if you wanted to. You guys make sure to go to LRMonline.com every day for all of your entertainment news, needs, and opinions. And of course, check out our YouTube channel. I'm trying to get our podcasts going up. I'm going to start trying to get some back catalog going up. Not quite sure how far back we should go. Probably really just focus on like back catalog episodes of like reviews and stuff, because who really wants to go listen to us talk about news for a movie that already came out and they've watched and stuff, you know? So check all that stuff out. Please, guys, help us out with some subscriptions. Subscriptions are great, watch time's great. Hit follow and subscribe on everything so you can be notified when new content hits. Speaking of new content, somebody else that would love you to hit subscribe and the notification bell on their channel is Brian Brantley, and he's going to tell you about it right. Not yet. Wait. Okay, now.
You can find me on YouTube. The channel's Pulp Mythos, PULPMYTHOS. That's one word. Currently doing reviews for Your Honor, The Stand, and I'll be starting 30 Coins next week.
Ooh, and ladies and gentlemen, here's a special first announcement ever, and I believe this will be the first ever, at least since I came onto the scene, anime focused podcast in LRM Online's history with me on the team, because I've been a fan of the site since like 2012, but I wasn't big into podcasts back then, so I don't know if they've ever done a dedicated anime one. But myself, Christine, and Brian will be bringing you guys a preview, our season 1 recap / season 2 preview for the anime series Dr. Stone, which is kicking off. At least the dub versions are kicking off the sub versions are kicking off January 14th. 14th. We'll have a little bit more details as we get closer, but definitely on the 13th, look out for that that Dr. Stone season 1 recap, season 2 preview podcast, from us, including Brian. So I'm really stoked about that, and happy I get to watch the series again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys can find me at that Kyle Malone. We're not doing LR Mornings tomorrow, so everyone have a great, happy New Year, a safe, happy New Year. Be responsible. Yeah, Brian, you want to say anything?
Yeah, 2021. Let's do it. Let's get in there.
You know what? Fuck it. Very, 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 very last thing, Brian. Cause I'm not quite sure if what I want to happen is going to happen. So I'm going to ask you. It's the New Year's Eve episode. What was your absolute most favorite piece of entertainment this year? So book, comic, game, movie, or show. What to you was the best piece of entertainment this year?
For me, it's Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's I spent a lot of time with it. It got me through a rough month.
Yeah,
and yeah, that would easily win for 2020.
Yeah, well, no duh from me. With a very, very, very close second being Ghost of Tsushima. Both video games. Interesting. But yeah, definitely Final Fantasy VII Remake just blew every expectation out of the water. What's the number one thing in entertainment, again, any facet in 2021 that you're looking forward to?
Dune. Which I should have already had. That's the one. I mean, God, hopefully October 1 or whatever, I'll be sitting at an IMAX screen ready to watch. So Dune. I
must say, honestly, just after the trailer, and because of their on-screen chemistry, for me right now, because I don't trust Spider-Man 3, my most anticipated 2021 is Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I think that's gonna be great. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's mine. Well, you guys tell us what you think in the comments below, either about the Taskmaster Spider-Man outfit, Wonder Woman and DC's going ons, and then what your guys' favorite thing from 2020 and what your most anticipated thing from 2021 is. Brian, thank you so much for being part of LR Mornings during god awful 2020. Happy New Year to you, brother.
Happy New Year, man.
And Happy New Year to all of you guys out there. Have a safe one. We will talk to you next week.